Hello and welcome to my newest dilemma. Dilemma, whatever. I have a problem. I cannot choose which project to work on. So, how do I pick? I find that I'm very much a person who chooses what feels right in the moment, but sometimes that makes choosing the difficult things very hard. But what if I let a random force pick for me? Hmm? I'll enter my project into a wheel, and whichever project it lands on will be the one I finish. Or frog, next. How does that sound? It sounds really scary to me, actually, but I want to try it. But what if it's a blanket? Or what if it's the long cabled cardigan? Or what if it's that Simone scrappy jumper that I barely started, but I don't want a frog? What if the wheel lands on that? I guess we'll just have to see now, won't we? Because I think if I really want to push forward, then I may as well just go all in, right? So, yeah, here we go. I'm gonna. How am I gonna do this? Because I want to spin the wheel and record my immediate reaction as well at the same time. So, what do I do? Just a minute. I have 20. I have 21 projects still on the list because we gave away the Cumulus tea, we frogged the mood beanie, and I finished the crazy pooling socks. There are a few small items on the list. There are quite a few medium ones, and then there are some huge ones. There are some that I'm pretty scared that the wheel is gonna land on. So, for one, what if it lands on? Yeah, like I said, the long cabled cardigan. I still need like 9 repeats of the body pattern. It's just boring black knitting, and it's just gonna take a while, and it's just not gonna be very interesting. But I mean, I need to get it done. So I mean, but yeah, that would be kind of boring and a little daunting. Then the other ones that I don't particularly wanted to land on is number 11, the Simone. That's the scrappy thing. Um, Also number 12, actually, the Milo Minute blanket. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting if it lands on that. It might be good actually, because then I could just tackle it and be done with it. Yeah. What else? The number 22, the geo gradient, maybe not so much. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. I am actually kind of scared, but also excited because if it lands on something that I don't want, then it's gonna be extra spicy and interesting because then I'll have to do something like scary or whatever. All right, see you at the wheel. Here it is, the big scary wheel of randomness. Let's just do it, shall we? Okay, here goes. Number 11. Oh, 9. Oh, God. I think that's the Simone. I think that is the Simone. I did not want that. I really did not want that. All right, I'll go and dig out the Scrappy Simone project if that was indeed what it landed on. I do believe it was. And then I'll use the rest of the day. God, I'm so baffled right now. This was what I didn't want. Okay, I'll be back with with the scrappy jumper, and then I'll have to make a decision. All right. Thank you, wheel. Right, here it is. My barely started Simone jumper. It's so ridiculously short, this ribbing. It really shouldn't be a problem. It's not even a question, right? I should just frog it. And if I don't even remember what size I'm doing. Of course, I could count the stitches, but I mean, I could easily knit this up again if I really, really wanted to. But as you can see, I'm already wearing one of my many, many scrappy jumpers. Whee! I have quite a lot of these. But I mean, come on. It's not even started. It's gonna get frogged. All right. The wheel made the decision quite easy, actually. I'm frogging it. There we have it. One frogged jumper and one more thing off the list. Yay! Well, wasn't that just too easy? I guess I still need to figure out what project to work on. So can we do it again? Let's see. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh no. No. Isn't that the blanket? I mean, come on. Yes, it is. It's the mile a minute blanket that I now need to either frog or finish next. Now there's a challenge, right? Got it. I'm on it. I'm thinking maybe it won't be too bad making this mile a minute blanket. I already did quite a lot. I made very many strips, and I already did a border on in the black on many of them. And I mean, the joining of them is just the same kind of join as I do on my temperature blanket, really. I just need to get into the rhythm of it, I guess, and then it won't take that long at all. Famous last words. Yeah, I don't know if I should go down and buy some more of this 100% polyacrylic in black. It's the one that I'm using to connect all of the strips. I still have some left, but I'm certain it's not going to be enough. It's just a thing that I can get in the supermarket in Foodtix. And it's a lovely day today, and I have the day off. So maybe I should just go for a really lovely walk and get some more acrylic and also get some footage for my temperature blanket videos. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Yeah, so I'm back from another lovely, lovely walk, this time a February walk. And I got some more acrylic, as you saw. These were the only ones I could find. They're gonna be alright. And I got some books at the charity shop. I got this. I collect these. I already had this, but I couldn't remember. I got a cup and saucer, and I have some markers that I use to draw on porcelain and glass and such. And I'm gonna draw a nice design on that. Just for a new teacup. Then I got the Anne Rice, The Witching Hour. I had it once before in English, but now I got it in Danish because it was very, very, very cheap. And this is a nice one. I have read several of Ane Riel's books before. This I have only started once and I didn't finish it. And one of my favorite Danish children's authors, Dennis Jürgensen. And these books are all this is a children's series of 5 books, and they're all out of print, so that's really nice to get that one. Yeah. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just got in. But very nice mini haul.
With these little flower tips. Then we blended the kind of the mesh effect with all the yarn overs into this kind of lace and cable section. And you can see the cables there and into the lace. Then we blended into just the lace section on its own. It was this row here. This stitch here was coming here. So I had somehow got out of alignment. So what I did was I tried to read the pattern a few rows ahead, and then I realised that what I was doing, based on the stitches, I was stacking the yarn overs so that I had this shape here, which then made me realise that that was in the wrong place because that was coming.
Seriously? This is going so fast. To begin with, I only worked on this today, and I went for a walk and I took a nap and everything. So, and to begin with, I think I only had 3 strips attached, and I was on the 4th, this very bright green here. So I finished that. I attached, and then I attached another 3. So it's already quite big. Of course, I had a lot of the strips done up already, so it's just a matter of attaching them, which is so just mindless. And I can watch movies or YouTube and or listen to audiobooks at the same time. So, but it's big and kind of unwieldy already, so I cannot take this with me to work. But I still need to make some more of the strips, and they are perfect travel knitting. So I'm just gonna continue, and this is gonna get done within the week, I think. Yay! So it is currently 6:43, and I've been lying in bed for the last 15 minutes trying to piece together this blanket in my head, because I kind of want it to be like symmetrical or like have a natural color progression. And and since it's a stash project, I don't have unlimited measures, grams, meters of all the colors. So if I want it to be like harmonious, I have to think about it. I think I need about 36 strips to make the blanket as like a good length. So I'm gonna have to make a plan. Those stupid things that can keep you awake. Oh, I need a shower and a coffee.
I'm so happy I started this finish of frog thing. Now that I'm taking my time to actually sit down and focus on a project with the intention of getting rid of it one way or another, it forces me to take action, to think and to feel just how spending my time and energy on this particular thing affects me. And I have thoughts on that. So I really want to live with more intention. It just feels like the right thing for me. It's hard though, because I'm someone who has to have a creative project. I'm also someone who doesn't want to waste things and or accumulate too many things, both because of the environment and because of my sanity. I'm also sort of a maximalist who gets easily overwhelmed by possessions. Not the greatest combo.
I don't even know where I got this. I think it might have come from a friend of mine who, I mean, there's obviously been started something here in garter stitch. It's really pretty. It feels, oh, is there a ball band? Oh, there's a ball band. Ooh, what is it? It's a cheap yarn. I'm sure it's from Netto. It's acrylic and wool. Oh, how much acrylic? How much wool? 100 grams, 250 meters. All right. Well, it looks to be of the same variety as the very bright green and the red and sort of, yeah, the red one that I have. And I'm actually running out of yarn fast. So it's a good thing that I have this. I didn't think I would need this, but I probably will actually. So I had 18 strips to go and I have made 6. It's currently Friday. I said I thought I could be done the blanket within the week. That's probably not going to happen, but I do aim to finish the strips maybe during the day tomorrow. Hopefully, because I really want to see this done and get the video out. So, yay! I also just found this. It's a thinner one. It's maybe a fingering weight, but I could hold it double or hold it with something else if I needed to. I could maybe get 1 strip out of this. I'm just really trying to avoid having to buy even more yarn. I may still need to buy more black. So I still need around 3 or 4 strips, and this is what I have left of most of the original colors. If I combine them, it would be enough to make 1 strip. So I might do that, but it's still not enough. Then I have this little thing. It's way too thin on its own. I could combine it with this, which is something I won at Christmas, and like what do you call it, white elephant gift, is that what you call it? I could do something with those. Then I have this. It's just all the wrong colors, really. It's way too bright. And then I could also just do 3 strips in plain grey acrylic. Decisions. I could spin some, but I could also cannibalize the yarn from another blanket. I have plenty of yarn that would go if I just doubled or tripled it. This is a little too turquoise, but you see these browns and blues and such, it might work. Oh, I have this. What is this? So I have quite a bit of fingering weight. That might work. I don't know. So these are the walls for my half-finished Bohemian Oasis. But now I'm focusing on the mile a minute. I don't know what to do. So combining the two fingering weight, combining these 2 strands of fingering weight on a 6mm hook really makes me question my whole temperature project, because I do that with 2 strands of fingering on a 4.5. And this just feels so much nicer. So now I have to think about what to do about that. I have all my strips now. These are just the ones that I finished recently, plus some black and white ones. Now I need to figure out the stripe sequence. I represented the different color straps with these stitch markers. So here I have 15 red ones. They're not all the same, but they are similar enough that I will call them the same. Then I have the black ones, they represent the black and white ones. And, oops, sorry. I have 3 blue ones. They represent the last ones that I did with the double-stranded fingering weight. I have the green ones. I have 9. They represent these green ones that are the Yabu cookie in chlorophyll. And then I have 3 gold ones that represent these ones. And since I already started a random striping sequence, I kind of want to follow that, and so the stripes will be equally distributed, or close to. Anyway, so I had 36 strips in total. That's a nice number because it's divisible by a lot of other nice numbers. So for the here we go. The stitch marker colors would be black, red, black, gold, green, red, black. Here we have 7. I want to make 3 parts of 12 strips, amounting to 36. So I already have 7, and I'm going to show you with the stitch markers. For my sequence, I will do the black, the red, a black, 1 gold, 1 green, 1 red, 1 black. These are the 7 I already have, so I need 5 more, and I have to divide all my stitch markers in 3 equal parts, so I'm just going to do that real quick. To make 3 equal sections of 12, what I would need to finish my first sequence are 3 reds, 1 green, and 1 blue. And if I want to distribute them evenly, I would go red, blue, red, green, red. And then it would be the same for the rest of, I'll just repeat those because that matches up with the amount of strips I have, I think. Yeah, I don't know, it makes sense to me. And hopefully it will make sense to you as well, if it doesn't already. I have a lot of these red ones, and of course they're not all like solid colored. None of them are solid color. They're all color changing ones, so it's not gonna be completely even, but I think hopefully it's gonna be balanced. For being a scrap project, I think it's gonna look quite nice, and it's very soft. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna move you down a bit. There we go. So now I just need to crochet them all together. Yay! Oh yeah, and for the record, it's Tuesday. I think this has taken me 9 days so far, not counting what I already had done before. So yeah, I did 19 strips. I am now 1/3 through the attaching of all the strips. It is Valentine's Day, it's a Friday, and this is going really, really quickly. So I hope I can get a lot of progress today. But I guess it's another very sunny day, so I should maybe go outside. But I'm really excited to finish this blanket. So 1/3 done, 2/3 to go. Welcome to Saturday, where I managed to attach half of my strips. So 18 out of 36 strips are now crocheted together with black acrylic. It has taken me quite a while, and at the same time, it goes quickly, but it takes a long time because there's a lot to be done. And my wrist actually started hurting, so I stopped, and now I really don't think. Today is Saturday the 15th. I started it Monday the 3rd, and I really want to get it done and get the video out, but also it's not worth hurting my wrist over. I was hoping to edit the video tomorrow, Sunday, but then we won't have a finished blanket, and it's kind of a downer. But I'm actually very proud of what I've managed to do so far. So we'll have to see what I decide, how I decide to end this. And here is Sunday. I'm almost 2/3 done with the attaching of the strips. I am getting kind of sick of looking at this thing. I want to do something else. So I'm working on the last third of the blanket, and I was thinking about how lucky it was that I haven't made a single mistake. If I had counted one of the strips wrong, then none of it would fit together, and everything just fit and everything went fine. Until I came to the end of this strip, and I have one too many holes over here compared to the thing where I have to attach them. But the cluster count on both strips was correct. I went back over it to see if I had skipped some rows in the last attachment row. I hadn't, but then I found the mistake, which I marked here with a marker. So on the, not the one that I am connecting now, but the one before, I skipped, can you see? I skipped this one, not in the connecting, but just in the general, like, I didn't do a cluster of 3, essentially, in this one. In order to fix it correctly, I would have to rip out the last attachment row and this row around here. Oh, maybe I wouldn't need, no, just the last attachment row. And then this attachment row and rip back to here. It's like more than an hour's work wasted. Plus I would have to redo it in the correct way. Or maybe I could fudge it. So what I think I'll do, instead of ripping all of that back, I just ripped some back because I had to, but essentially all I need is a cluster here. So I think I'm just gonna fudge it. I'm just gonna grab a new piece of yarn, do a cluster of 3 over here, and then call that good. Let's see if that works. All right, I need a new piece of yarn. I have some more here. I have this. I'm gonna use that. All right. Hook. I think for this I'm gonna do this. Unhook that. And maybe I'll do I don't know what it's called, a standing double crochet just in front of that thing. Can you see? Yeah, I think so. Oh, maybe I should have had it come from over there. I'm just gonna sew that up. Whatever. I think I'm actually just gonna cut this and sew it. Sew it. Yes. Wait. And then just attach that. I think that's brilliant. I think I am a crochet genius. No, I don't. But this is what we're doing. Oh, I need to find a needle. Is it even recording? Yes, 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 yes. All right. Gonna do like that. And then I'll deal with the ends later. I also need to weave in all of the ends after all the crocheting is done. But I'm going to call this done once the crocheting is done. I'll just have to deal with the ends at a later date. Now, how do I do this? Oh, it doesn't matter. That could have been neater. but also I think I just saved myself more than an hour's work, maybe even 2 hours. Let's see if it works. What do you know? It worked. I mean, it's a little lumpy bumpy, but I can live with that. Yay! Here it is. The blanket is done. Oh my god. It's actually only 34 strips because I decided not to include the last one. It was a bit rough. It was a little too woolly. It didn't feel good. And I thought it was long enough. So here it is. My mile-a-minute blanket. Whew. So how do I feel now it's done? Was it worth it to spend 2 weeks crocheting a blanket, or 3/4 of a blanket? Yes and no. I don't love the finished product, mainly because it was a random scrap project to begin with and not really thought through when I started it almost a year ago. I also had to spend an additional $12 or so on black acrylic yarn, which I don't really buy usually, but I am very proud that I followed through and just did it. Blanket is huge and nice to snuggle up under, and it might become a present for someone else. But most importantly, I can cross the mile-a-minute blanket off the list, which is now down to 19. See you in the next one. Ha' det godt.